Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Laverne Board of Zoning Appeals, August the 29th at 5:30 p.m. We do have a quorum, which is good. If you could review the minutes from June 27th, 2023 regular meeting and make any changes you may wish or make a recommendation.
Make our recommendations to approve the minutes as submitted.
Have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Minutes approved. New business. A request for special exception to allow a daycare centre property located at 200 Kirkside Drive, tax map 14G, parcel 18, R3 High Density Residential Zone District, property owned by Dionia Fairbanks Duskin. Mr. Logan, give me a report, please.
Thank you. This applicant is proposing to operate an in-home daycare at 200 Kirkside Drive. And this is a corner lot at Nixon and Kirkside Drives. The subject property is zoned R3. And per Article 2, definitions in the city zoning ordinance, home daycare is defined as any place, home, or institution that receives between 5 and 12 young children for less than 24 hours a day, conducted for cultivating the normal aptitude for exercise, play, observation, initiation, and construction. Homes having fewer than 5 children shall be considered an accessory use. So also according to the zoning ordinance, this request is considered a special exception, and it's allowed in the R1, R2, and R3 districts. Thus, the applicant's asking the Board of Zoning Appeals for approval to operate this home daycare at 200 Crookside Drive. The size of this lot is 0.18 acres. There is a section of the zoning ordinance that talks about 0.50 acres. So that's one thing that I advised the chairman on tonight that they may or may not want to discuss, but it doesn't necessarily apply to residential lots, but it would definitely apply to commercial zoned lots. So the BOZA just needs to decide about that half-acre regulation in the zoning ordinance. There has been a sign posted for nearly 4 weeks at this time, and staff has not received any phone calls about the request. And on the screen, you can see the home. So again, this is at the corner of Nixon Way and Crookside Drive. And first thing you probably noticed is this home is much larger than the surrounding homes. And it is a corner lot as well, so sometimes the corner lots end up being larger than some of the other lots as well. So, and then zooming out, you can see right in the middle, near the middle of the image, is where this home is located. So Nixon Way runs east and west across the screen. And then Holland Ridge Road is over here to the left. Zoning map, this dark color, dark green, is for R3 zoning, and of course that's high density. And R3 in Laverne currently allows single family dwellings, so this is a single family dwelling, as are the neighboring properties. I want to point that out because there are a lot of attached and multifamily dwellings. When you think of R3, you might not think immediately of single family, but this is a single family house. And this is the plot plan that shows the layout of the yard and the surrounding streets and the footprint of the house. That was this was provided in the packet, of course. And the applicant also provided a floor plan of the home, which you can see on the screen here. And is a 3-bedroom house, of course, a front-loaded garage, and then the driveway that leads back to Kirkside. Of course, the application is also in the packet. And I believe that covers everything for now. So that completes the report. Thanks.
Do we have an applicant here this evening? If you would please stand up and step to the podium, please, and raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Please state your name and address for the record, please.
Yes, my name is Deanna Elise Fairbanks Duskin. My address is 200 Kirkside Drive, and that's Laverne, Tennessee, 37086.
Thank you. Any questions from the board members regarding this application? So I'll have a couple of questions. So obviously our regulations require that all state of Tennessee regulations are met. Have you got those together with the state of Tennessee, or how is that coming along?
So that's the process that I had been working through when I made my way to the codes office and to obtain the use and occupancy permit. So right now that's kind of where I've been frozen, and after that I have a couple of inspections that would need to be done to complete the process, but all of the preliminary steps and required trainings and orientations with the Department of Human Services has been completed.
Thank you. Any other questions for the board members?
I forgot to mention something in the report. I know when we met a few weeks back and the state had already been in, done their inspection, how many, just talk a little bit about like how many children they approved the structure for, that kind of thing.
Yes, sir. So they have a formula that they go by based on the square footage of your home, and of course there's a cap for residential homes, period, with how many children you can keep. But within those specifications, the DHS worker who was my assigned program evaluator came out and measured the rooms that I planned on using for child care, and they approved me to have a maximum of 12 children during the daytime hours, plus an additional 3 school agers for, if I wanted to do an after-school care type of program in addition. So a total of 15, but actually 12 during the bulk of the day, and then an additional 3 school agers.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for doing that. I thought that might
Yes,
Thank
work.
you. That's a good
Thank
point.
you.
Any other questions, gentlemen? With that, I'll take a recommendation for the application.
Take a motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Appreciate it. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With that,
Thank
no
you all.
other business. We'll call the meeting adjourned. Thank you, gentlemen.